Hello, and welcome back to Hitman. And in this series we will go back to where it all started, and this time round we will focus on completing as many of the challenges as we can on each and every one of the primary Hitman targets, with maybe a few interesting bonus kills on the way. Today we are in Dubai for the Black Gold Eye Challenge, which entails eliminating Carl Ingram with a model of a oil rig. So for today's challenge we will be starting at the atrium lobby, and the only items we will need to be bringing with us will be a silenced pistol and our ever trusty lockpick. So, with that all said, let's get reacquainted with our target.
Is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel.
So, right from the start and off the bat, we need to acquire ourselves a vulture's outfit. Now, the Vulture is another assassin in the Dubai map, and he is up to the right of the atrium, around to the entrance to the penthouse. And just as we get here, you will see him just there in the purple suit. We're going to trigger this conversation here between him and the receptionist. Make our way around to the left into this lovely little garden here, and on the bench we will locate a couple of coins. We're going to grab those coins and make our way into the cubicle right at the back of the area here, and we're just going to wait for the Vulture and the receptionist conversation to play out, and the Vulture will eventually make his way into this area, and when he's on the opposite side of that wall there, we're going to throw our coin against the wall. That will get his attention and he will come round to investigate, and when he does we can then get behind him, render him unconscious, and he's already in the bushes so we can leave his body there. We're going to take his outfit and we're going to drop our silenced pistol. We don't actually need it for this mission, and we are about to get frisked. So once we have the gun dropped and the suit on, we can approach the penthouse guard and we're gonna get frisked. Heavily frisked. Like seriously frisked. If this guy wanted to date me, he should have just asked for my phone number. So there we go, we're through the frisk, but we're not through the frisk. So quickly back downstairs and get frisked again. You're not doing this for the security reasons, are you, mate? Yeah, I love spy stuff. I think you're a bit into it too much myself. Right, can we go now? No, apparently not. Listen, mate, you're not my type. I don't date people in berets. And that white suit won't stay very white, especially if you come and visit me at work. Right, 3 frisks successfully made it through, and he's still not happy. What is the matter with you, mate? Alright, let's see, will you frisk me? No, it's you again. Right. I don't think you're getting paid to do this, I think you're doing this as a hobby. Right, so since the update in May, we've had a lot of little glitches like this, and lots of NPCs just not moving and having to go through multiple frisks even though you've passed them all. So we're just going to speak to the receptionist up the stairs here, and she is going to then lead us up to a conference room where we will then meet Mr. Ingram, and he will provide us with our task for the day. Now, this is a relatively quick and easy mission, but every time we enter into the penthouse area and beyond, essentially we need to be escorted by someone very, very slow. So we're going to skip through those sections as quickly as possible, as you can see. And once we get to the meeting room, all we have to do is take a seat and await the arrival of Mr. Ingram.
Mr. Kazim, a pleasure to meet you. Omar tells me great things about you. I'll get straight to the point. I have well, let's call it a dispute, which the Royal Highness tells me you're very capable of taking care of. Now, I've worked with your organization before, in Morocco, I believe, so I'm a little hesitant.
Don't be. We do what's needed.
Well, only time will tell. I have 2 assignments for you. Take care of the first one, and then we can discuss the bigger fish. Now, on to the first. An acute problem has been brought to my attention.
Keep talking.
I'll be candid with you. No one is supposed to know that I'm here. However, there's a journalist down at the inauguration, and he's asking rather intrusive questions about who's staying up here, and that is a very dangerous problem for me. Now, I want you to silence this little pain. You think you can do that?
It's what I do best.
I like your bluntness. This is his file. Hans Lucht, Pulitzer-winning freelance journalist. He's good, and won't give up until he gets the answers he needs. And that can't happen.
Consider it done.
Good man. And remember, I want a picture. I want proof so I can sleep tonight.
Of course.
Once this little assignment is completed, come back and talk to Miss Toe. Then we can discuss the real cancer that needs to be removed. I'm sure you can see yourself out.
So Carl here has a problem with a journalist, and the journalist is down in the atrium area, and Mr. Ingram, or Carl as we'll be calling him from now on, wants this gentleman removed. Now, we can't obviously kill him, otherwise we'll lose our silent assassin rating, but we do need to take him out and get a photo. So once we make our way back down to the atrium, we are looking for a slightly overweight man with a ponytail. I believe I've just spotted him way over at the far end of the atrium. There he is in the purple jacket and moving away from us. So let's catch him up real quick and lead him somewhere secluded.
Mr. Lucht, I hear you're looking for information.
Oh, really? Okay. You know what's happening upstairs?
I know more than you could imagine. But we can't talk here. Follow me.
Great. Lead the way.
So the reporter will now follow us wherever we go, and where we are going is to the atrium toilets. Again, speeding things up a little bit because he is a slow walker and we're having to walk slow to make sure we don't lose him. We're going to make our way into the toilet cubicles and tell him to wait here.
My name? I haven't told anyone.
Wait for me here. I'll be back as soon as possible.
All right. Whatever it is, better be good.
And once we've told him to wait for us, he won't turn around. You'll notice we had him facing away from the mirror so he won't see us. And then what we're going to do is get behind him, render him unconscious. We're going to hide his body over by the sink here. It's the best place we have. And he's face down, and we need a picture of you. So let's get your better side. See if we can't turn you over whilst keeping you over in this nice floral corner. That's a lot better. So we're going to take out our phone. We're going to snap a nice picture of this guy's boat.
Yes, that's it.
There we go.
Now Ingram trusts you. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
So with our task completed, we can now make our way back up to the penthouse, and I am going to optionally stop off along the way and retrieve my silenced pistol. I do feel naked without it. We don't actually need it, and you can leave it here or not bring one with you at all if you so wish, but as I mentioned, I feel naked without my silenced pistol, and I take it even on the missions I don't need it. Luckily we don't have to get frisked again or multiple times, and we can make our way straight up to the reception area and once again speak to the receptionist.
Kadim, welcome back. So, you have the picture?
Yes, here.
Good. Our guest will be delighted. Please follow me. He's waiting.
So at this point, the receptionist will lead us all the way up to Carl Ingram's office, which is right at the top of the penthouse area. And this poor lady walks very, very slowly, and we have quite a way to go. So we're just gonna follow her as closely as we can. We don't need to be too close, but I don't like them getting too far away. If you get too far ahead, they stop and lose interest. And if you get too far behind, they berate you for being slow, even though you are faster than anyone else on the map, and possibly throughout the entire game, with the possible exception of Stephen Bradley on the Haven Island map, as he is quite a fast mover. So just before we get to the office, we're going to select our coins that we've collected. We should have one left, and the receptionist will now introduce us to Carl Ingram once again. So all we've got to do is hand over the photograph here. Hello sir, here's the photo you wanted. You're a pervert if you want pictures of unconscious men in bathrooms. So Mr. Ingram, or Carl as we've come to know him, will now dismiss everybody from the room, except us obviously, and the bodyguard you can see just to our right here. He seems to not follow the instructions. So we're just going to make our way beyond the wall there and throw a coin into the corner of the room. That will get the guard's attention. He will then go in to investigate, and when he does, we can follow him, render him unconscious. We're going to leave his body here for the moment, make our way back into the office, and slam Carl's head into his model.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence.
So once Carl has been impaled on his little model there, we're going to drag his body as close to the bed and hide him in the wardrobe provided. We're then going to return to our unconscious guard, and we are going to do the same. Now just be aware there is a guard right outside the room, you can see there, but he shouldn't spot us. And when we exit the office, there will be a bodyguard just to our left who will insist on escorting us back downstairs very slowly. So we are going to have to follow this guy down the stairs and pretty much out of the penthouse area. Now this guy, along with some of the other guards, are a little bit finicky. So when we get to the entrance to the penthouse area at the bottom of the stairs where we met up with the receptionist, we need to time this quite well, because if we're too far behind, the gentleman escorting us will become hostile. If we're too far ahead, he will become hostile, because we will suddenly be trespassing. So once we get to the stairs here, we want to stay nice and close. And once we hit the bottom, just keep moving. So what we're going to do now, instead of heading back down to the atrium, we're going to take the right hand corridor here, and just at the end of this corridor is an elevator exit. So there we go, one more challenge taken care of, a rather tricky one, thanks to the guard who seems to be overly keen on frisking people. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.